At that time, I believe that my goal was to just become more recognized in the city and expand my horizons. So I was kind of doing music videos, and I was doing like a couple of sprinkled weddings, and every once in a while I do an odd job. But then I started picking up corporate clients, like right when I dropped out. That's when I started seeing real money. Because with music videos, even 2-3 years in, I was even working with some of the hottest artists in the city at that time, the Vezos and Cash Dolls and Payrolls and blah blahs and Blue Blues. But I still wasn't seeing a whole lot of like cheese. So like when I started working with corporations and they put me on a contract and they would, like pay for all my travel and they would, actually pay me like good. And like, I was like, damn, this is possible. And once I saw some money, I was able to open my mind with my videos and say, look, I'm going to put in more work than anybody else into these music videos. I'm going to do what I can to try and shift the expectation of quality around here and like step the bar up. And I'm going to charge more for it. Once I kind of developed that mindset, then it really started to expand my brain, and I started to realize what I was capable of. I mean, half of the time you're afraid of what you're capable of. So right when you want to put in 100%, you kind of convince yourself not to because, well, what if I fail?
Yeah.
And, once I had a little bit of financial, safety net in the bank, I said, fuck it, let me just go crazy. And then we started, the price started going up for music videos, and, the caliber of artists started to increase, and we would, work with people who were a lot more established and people who took their craft more seriously. And that led to a lot of other doors open. I don't know. I'm so thankful that I clicked it, because if I would have let it go, that would have been a great relationship that would have never been built. So always take a chance always take that extra couple seconds if you have it. If you think about doing it, then just do it, as far as responding to an email or checking into someone, because sometimes they'll surprise you. I was passionate about it, but it was like a little bit, it wasn't flashy. It wasn't a music video. It was, calm, relaxing, corporate, which is cool in its own, and it's an art in its own, but it's definitely like, it doesn't have that wow factor that a music video brings.
It was more work.
Yeah,
it was less
work.
Creative.
Sure.
More like professional.
But at that time, with the less creativity and the more professionalism came a bigger paycheck.
Yeah.
Which was like amazing for investments and just, my comfort. I was driving around a beater. I was driving around a Cobalt that like made the worst engine sounds, and like I had to like stuff like a crane into it, and I was like cramped. I could barely move, and I was driving in that bitch for like 2 years back and forth from Detroit to Rochester, and didn't care, never did. But when I was actually, I was able to like get a nice car, and that I could actually put my equipment into, and I started to see that like, damn, not only is there money in this industry, but like, if you play your cards right, if you hustle hard, then not only can you live, but you can live good. And that's when I said, fuck it, let me go next level with the videos, or at least for what I'm capable of.